Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to something a little bit different. It's Unturned. Oh man, those God rays. Oh, this game has God rays. That's amazing. It's basically better than Skyrim already. I mean, it's like playing Fallout 4, except turning on God rays doesn't lower your frames down to 5 per second or something. Anyways, yes, this is my own custom map that I've been working on for like, I think overall a year now, but realistically only a couple of months of active working on it. Since I started it like a year ago, worked on it for maybe a month, and then stopped, and then kind of forgot about it, and then recently, this past month or so, I've resumed work on it, and kind of, I've made a lot of advancements on it. I think it's almost ready as the sun rises over the lighthouse island over there. I'm almost ready to release this initially. Do I have a map? Not a good one. I am on easy mode so that I don't starve. I like custom settings on so that I can't starve or die of dehydration, because that would be kind of crappy while just trying to show the map off. Anyways, there we go. I've given myself a map so I can kind of show it to you. Let me show it to you. Okay, so here we go. This is the entire kind of layout of the map that I have right now. It actually goes a little bit off the edges because I have custom boundaries. So we have Thor's Hand, the mountain up here, which is the kind of part that's unfinished. I just kind of threw that in there because I really wanted to just make the mountain climbable at a base level. So I did do like one single half a pass of the mountain, but mostly all of my work has been down here on this main island, as you can see all this stuff over here. And this part is the part that's surrounded by the road. Like half of this island is playable, and the other half should be done fairly quickly because this hilly area, let me zoom in a little bit, this whole hilly area to the southeast is going to be pretty easy to do, I think. There's not nearly as much civilization and stuff on the east side of this island as there was on the west. I did check really quickly, and it takes almost the exact same amount of time to drive around this main circuit of the part that I've made so far as it takes to drive around the main circuit of the road in Washington. I think that's a medium-sized map. So that gives you about the idea right now. This is approximately the size of, not the whole map, but just the part that I've completed right now is about the size of Washington. The whole map is a large-size map with, actually, it's a little bit bigger than a large-size map because, like I said, I have custom borders. Anyways, ooh, if I can turn around right now, yes, there it is. You can see it in the distance, that giant mountain, the tallest one in the world. Over there is Thor's Hand, named after a streamer that I often watch and hang out in their stream. So if you want to go over to Thor's Hand 11 and check out his stream, I might be over there as well. Anyways, zoomed into the area I have complete. I have this town. The first pass of detail up there is completely complete. It's looted. Not looted, there's loot in it and everything, so it is completely playable. I have all the way down here across this road, I have Starlinked Manufacturing complete, Vittorio State complete, the swamp complete, I have the seaside amphitheater and the surrounding areas complete. I'm working on the boardwalk, I'm working on this road, trying to get a few more points of interest along it. This farm is not actually done yet, it's just kind of like a placeholder. I'm going to be working that in the future. So anyways, that's the basic layout. I think how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do this little tour is I'm going to start out up here where the road, where the pavement ends, the end of the world right here, the civilized world. I'm going to start up there, and I'm going to work my way into Hendrix, explore Hendrix a bit, and the mall that's over here, the Hendrix Mall, and then go down south along this road and explore all the points of interest along this area, and then up the other side. And then once I get up here, hopefully there's a helicopter spawning on the police helipad, and I can fly out up the river, up the winding river to Thor's Hand, and then we can climb that on foot, because that's fun to do. Anyways, as you can see, this is kind of based off a river delta. It's very, very, very loosely inspired. The landscape is loosely inspired by kind of the Louisiana, Mississippi River Delta area, although obviously it's not very accurate, as I've never been there. I did take a couple of reference images, and I'm not really trying to base it off of that area. I'm just kind of taking it as inspiration for kind of the things you might find here. Here we are where the blacktop ends, the edge of the world, and there is Thor's Hand again. We're a little bit closer to it now. Oh, I guess, little story, I had to do like all kinds of shit to make this mountain actually function. If I can just move over a little bit here, you can just kind of see between those trees. See that little mountain peak right there? That's like 1/4 as tall as that one. That's actually the height limit on the base Unturned map. So that's as high as I could make it before. And that used to be my big tall mountain, and then I decided if that's not nearly big enough, I want something way cooler. So I had to do all kinds of research. I had to learn the dev kit. I had to go into like the map INI files or whatever and edit a bunch of stuff there to remove the oxygen limit and remove the world borders, and then I had to go into the dev kit and raise the landscape really high, because you can't even fly that high in the editor. And I had to create my own custom player clip borders after I removed the normal ones. So there was all kinds of just crap that went into making this. There are still a few bugs that I haven't managed to resolve yet with this mountain. The biggest of those is that you cannot construct anything up there. Like personally, you can't build forts or anything out of the map boundary, the natural map boundary, and I haven't found any way to fix that yet. I'm working on it. I don't know whether it's possible or not, but if I can, I'll just get that done ASAP. But that's the one big problem with that right now, which is kind of a shame, because I originally wanted to make it kind of cold so you could go up and build fires on the way up there and kind of like keep yourself warm, so that hiking up was kind of a naturally challenging ordeal. And then there was another issue with that, is that snow limits, you cannot define your own like snow limits for nodes in areas like you would expect. It's actually just anywhere above a certain limit is like cold and snowy and foggy. If I could define my own, I would kind of make it go almost to the top and then stop right up there, so you get light snow at the top and you can see all over the map like that. But as it is, if I set a snow limit, it gets really foggy up there and you can't see anything. It kind of ruins the effect of standing at the top of the mountain and looking over the world. So I have no cold weather in this map at the moment, unfortunately. Also, this while I'm walking along this kind of barren bridge, I do have some fences on it, I guess, and some little decorative rocks. But while I'm walking along this bridge, that was a good time to give the disclaimer. This is like pre-alpha stuff. I have not even released alpha 0.1 of this map yet, so this is all pre-release. Like, there's nothing on this bridge you can see. Obviously, I'm going to clutter this all, put some cars on here or whatever before it's released. So there's going to be a lot of the area is going to be feeling a little bit empty like this. And the majority of this initial town of Hendrix is actually just on stage 1 detailing. I've just gone over and detailed it stage 1, and I'll tell you what I mean later. That zombie is flying. Gotta write that bug down in my handy-dandy notebook. Anyways, we're just kind of getting into... Ooh, yes, there's a helicopter. Awesome. That means my plan might just work if I can find some gas canisters or something. Hopefully I can do this like all fairly without having to cheat and give myself items other than this map that I gave myself just for demonstration purposes, but we'll see how it goes. Ah, yes, some police down here by the police car. They might give me some police loot. Let's see if I can get them one at a time. There we go. I think I got this under control. Yep, down he goes. Oh, a hat, really? Well, I did get a police vest out of it. Could be worse. Oh yeah, back behind here I have, I've forgotten about this. I have a little baseball field, which I just kind of plopped down. It's a placeholder. I don't have anything detailed back here yet, but that was kind of a cool idea. Looks like I did something with the landscape here, lowered it. That kind of messed this up. This used to be like this all across. Oh well. I did build custom stairs for this out of a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I have, what's salvageable? Okay, so these are salvageable. I might have to replace those with something else. Or maybe it doesn't even matter. Like, salvaging them doesn't really hurt the imagery of it too much, so I might just be fine with that. Two inside each other there. I don't know. I'll think about that later, but that's one thing. In fact, I think I'm thinking of a way right now in my head to fix that, so I'll probably just make these not salvageable anymore. Anyways, this is... if I can get this guy out of the way. This is kind of an initial, an example of stage 1 loot pass. I just have kind of the basic clutter in here that the building might need. I do have item spawns and everything in here, if I can find something. It's a little bit barren right now, but there are items that can spawn in here. Ah, there we go, candy bar on the desk. Don't need that because I never starve in this difficulty setting, but yep, there is stuff. And then in here, yes, in the driver's seats there's actually... there we go. There's actually militia spawns, so there's a chance of there being some pretty decent stuff in these buses. Very low chance, but there is a chance. And then you can get some civilian stuff on the seats. And fun story, these buses, the default bus models, are actually way too small to function properly. You have to like crawl to get inside. So I had to resize all the buses to work properly, so they're a little bit bigger than they normally would be. Ah, here we go. Here's an example. You can pick up a low-caliber Ranger ammunition box, which is full because I'm very easy. So now we're moving on a little bit from the school into kind of the town proper, and I do like the effect that this has. It's way bigger surface area-wise than other, your standard Unturned cities, because I wanted to make it a more realistic feeling kind of suburban area, whereas the normal Unturned cities you'll normally see in maps are all kind of clustered really close together, and they're just kind of placed on dirt on the sides of the roads and stuff. So I wanted to give this kind of a grid layout, and nice and open and suburby feeling. Got some strip malls over here to the side, the gas station on the corner. Just, I don't know, it looks very different, I think, than the standard Unturned maps that you're going to see, and I like it. It also plays a little bit differently, by the way. Let me just kill these zombies really quickly, because there's a lot of open space between the buildings. Normally in Unturned maps, looting runs, you're going to go to one building, grab the loot, and then the next building is sitting right next to it, and you can just jump straight to there. You'll get a lot of loot very quickly. This one is more spread out. So you have the police station here, you loot the police station, then you have to run across the street over here. We do have a strip mall, and everything in there is pretty close together, but then the strip mall is kind of far away from the gas station. So that works a little bit differently than it would in normal Unturned maps, and I'm taking those kind of gameplay mechanics into consideration as well. Anyways, yep, here's the police station. There's another bug. Wrote that in my handy dandy notebook already. I just haven't fixed it yet. I didn't know that that existed, though. Again, loot pass number 1. We do have a helicopter here. Awesome. How much fuel is in that, by the way? 0% fuel. I'm definitely going to have to collect fuel along the way. Hopefully there's some stuff at the gas station for that. Do have police cars spawning here. I do have the area pretty much fully decked out with vehicle spawns already, because that's kind of necessary to get around with a large map like this, even though it's only medium at the moment. Okay, so here we are in the strip mall. Mostly this is all pass number 1, loot pass number 1, except for I think this area back here is a stage 2 detailed area. So that's this is kind of the difference between a stage 1 and stage 2, and then we have stage 3, which I'll show later. This is kind of, as you can see, it's more detailed than a lot of the areas that we've seen so far, like the school. The school was just the bare bones essentials of the area, and then this one kind of fills out the area. Second pass kind of fills out the area and makes it more interesting to look at, and then third pass just fills it out even more and just kind of touches it up. I believe I do have 1 or 2 third pass areas complete. I'll point those out when we get to them. You're in the gun shop. Some guns, as you might expect. This looks a little bit more detailed too, but it's really not. I think it just looks more detailed because there's fences in the windows. And Paul's Booze. Ooh, this was actually made like a year ago, and it was named after one of my friends in the Thor's Hand stream, who is now actually dead in real life. So I was thinking about actually just naming this entire map in like dedication of his memory or something. But let's not spend too long on that, because that's not kind of the the note of fun that I'm looking for right now. It is filled with maple syrup and berries because there's no actual booze in this game yet. Here's the internet cafe. It's an internet cafe. And the donut shop filled with cops. Obviously. Uh-oh. A little bit of freezing up there. I'm not sure what's causing that. It might just be because I accidentally left the game on overnight, and I think this game has a small memory leak, so if you leave it on for too long of a time, it kind of starts to stutter a bit. Normally, I've run around and tested this a couple times, and I haven't experienced any frame drops before these ones, so that's too bad. Actually, I think I can restart. I don't know if restarting the map, I might have to restart the entire game to get rid of it. I'm going to try restarting the map, and we'll see. I am saved, so it should be good. Alright, here we go, back in. Hopefully that's fixed it. Oh, there's new spawns. Everything respawned since I reset the map. Anyways, yeah. Any police officers that happen to be watching, do you guys actually visit donut shops often, or is that just like a terrible stereotype and I'm a horrible person for doing this? And here's the gas station. All kinds of food spawns, but I haven't seen any gas yet. Let me open these. There might be some in here. No, that's those are more food spawns. Nope, no gas cans yet. There we go. There's the fire station over there. Another little strip mall over here with pizza, clothes, a mechanic. I think the mechanic is a stage 2 pass, if I remember correctly. So let me run over there and take a look at that. Yep, here we go. So this is kind of stage 2 pass. This is kind of almost the level of detail I'm planning to put into most of the buildings. There are some that are like just super hyper detailed, like the mall over there I think is one of my third pass areas. We'll make it over there in a moment. You can just kind of start to see it there. That plane crashed in the top of it. Also, I think this library is a second pass as well. Just run over here. Oh yeah, there's some cool things, but there's also some bugs that come with the cool things. So let me just go in here, kill a couple more zombies, make it inside. Okay, no, come out here. You're slowing me down, buddy. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, I did some custom kind of wall colors, ceiling colors and stuff. They're made out of books, so you can break them. I'm aware of that. I know that Nelson just added in the most recent patch, it said that he added tags to destructible objects to make them so you can make them invincible. I'm not sure how to use those yet, but once I am able to use those, it's a super convenient timing because I need those to make these actually work fully properly. Alright, anyways, yep, the library. I did notice that like nobody ever wants to visit libraries because there's not really anything good that spawns in these places as far as I can tell. So I just wanted to make it kind of look neat. Have some kind of reward for going there. Alright, got my big yellow van. Time to drive it across here. Ooh, maybe I'll stop here. Oh yeah, it's actually really fun to run along the downside of this too. I think it looks pretty cool, especially over around that corner, but I don't want to waste the time to go there yet. Do have some detail down there. Big boom fireworks. And here it is. Driving up to the mall slowly. These two buildings over here are examples of like stage 0 passes. I haven't done anything with them yet. They're just placeholders. I want to build them there eventually. Sit down here into the parking lot. There we go. Here's the mall. You can make our way inside here. This is, I think, a stage 3 pass area. It's not completely finalized yet, but it's pretty close. I do have a light on. I know it doesn't make that much sense for some of the power to be on, but it just looked really neat, so I had to do it. I'll just kind of explore this all live, since this is pretty much completed. There are zombies in here and everything. Let's just loot the place. Yeah, they hear me. Oh, I hear a lot of them have heard me. There's some in here that heard me? Who? Oh, he's coming after me. There we go. Yeah, I'm making too much noise. I'm making too much noise. I think there are more zombies in this side of the mall than there are on the other side of the mall. So it might have been good to start with that side. But oh well, we'll just go this way and see how it plays out. Alright, we got some packs in here. That's good. I don't think I have a backpack yet. I still hear more of them getting angry at me. I'm not sure where they are. Yeah, I don't have... Ooh, ooh, ooh! Get out of the menu! There we go. Okay, I don't think I have a pack yet. Yes, awesome. So now I have more room to carry shit. Amazing. It works exactly as you'd expect backpacks to work. Which is actually a really cool feature of this game. I do like that he added kind of backpacks. The whole like loot system in Unturned is just great. You know, you wear more stuff, you can carry more stuff. It makes perfect sense. And then over here, I like these. I'm not sure. Oh, you can salvage them. No. That's... Ew. Ew, I have to find a way to turn that off because those are just awesome. I have like they're one-sided mirrors or one-sided windows, see? I didn't even know these existed in the game until I found them, but using them for the police area is awesome. I'm going to leave them in. Hopefully I can find a way to disable that salvage thing later. But on the bright side, it does add some value. You can probably use them in your own structures. Anyways, this is the police area. Got some nice... Ooh, blunt force. Okay, let's just equip that. Ooh, 8 shells, yeah, because it's easy. And I have another 8. Awesome, I love easy mode. Yeah, this is just police loot area. Another blunt force, kind of glitching in the wall there. Let me... can I strip a blunt force? Hopefully I can. Yes, awesome, more shells, amazing. And as you can see, it's kind of the security room. They can see through all of these cameras that you might have noticed sitting around. And then up here, there is a glitch. I'm going to have to fix that. That's debris poking through the ground, I think. I got to flatten that a little bit. And up there, there's the plane crashed into the top of the building with some nice God rays shining through. I do find the lighting to be quite nice. Alright, let's... This is my boomstick. Come to daddy. Man, I'm moving on. I'm not even exploring all these areas. I'm like getting carried away actually playing the game. I got to stop that. I'm here for a reason. Get over here. Now go away. Thank you. Here is this is kind of one of the less detailed areas in the mall, I guess. Can I kind of prone through these? No. Okay, good. I wasn't supposed to be able to. I just decided I'd test that. This is a hardware store, I believe, which I actually meant to put a different textured floor on here, which I didn't. So I'll have to go through that. Actually, let me write that in my handy dandy notebook as well. Man, I cannot say words today. See, this is why I need to get this map out. Did I already explain the kind of plan for I don't know whether I did or not, so I'll go over it quickly. That my kind of release schedule plan, I want to get this island done, release this island as Alpha 1.0, or 0.1 or whatever, and then I want to move on and start doing some other islands while hopefully the map, people actually play the map and it becomes popular, and then I can go back and do this while they playtest that one after the second release. That's kind of the plan. Hopefully I haven't already said that, and I'm saying it twice. I did try to record this stream a little bit, or this video a little bit earlier, and it pooped out, so it might be something that I said then, which is why I'm getting mixed up. Ooh, I hear more zombies getting angry. Did I check out that store as well? I'm not sure whether I checked that out or not. Let me just jump down here and take a look really quick. Again, just kind of an detailed store. What kind of loot we got in here? This is the Hawkhound magazine. This must be like this is the farmer's market. I just haven't detailed enough for us to know yet. There's a farm loot spawn in there, and a cafeteria in here. So this one's a little bit different from the other ones. Thweet. I don't need food because I never starve. Then some zombies are really getting angry at me, and I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, they're at the other side of this wall. They must be in the other mall. I see how it is. This is kind of a office supply store that's been closed up. And then over here we have the fancy restaurant. This is probably the most detailed one in this side of the store. Nice. I guess this isn't fully third pass detail yet. Though some of the stores are only looks like maybe first or second pass, but some of them are highly detailed. Like this one's one of the most detailed ones here. And yes, again, I know candle burning on the table doesn't make much sense, but sue me, it looks cool. Then we can actually ascend here onto the roof with the plane. Ah, that's so cool. I'm gonna switch my lighting time here. Let's go maybe 500. No, still too late. Time 50. There we go. I like the lighting like that. You can see it kind of shines through over there. And if you're underneath, you get some nice God rays. I think we saw some of that already. You can actually climb up on the plane up here and get a nice view of Hendrix. Oh, if I have enough stamina. There we go. Hendrix, and in the background, there's Thor's hand again, and that little mountain that used to be the height limit. Oh, it looks so puny by comparison now. And I do have background landscape as well. I was able to make that with the dev kit, even though you can't actually travel all the way around that mountain. That's just kind of background scenery. And here we have a nice view of the suburbs, which are not really finished yet. That's, again, first pass. I just kind of went in there. They're almost placeholders. There's a little bit more detail in there than placeholders. And over here to the other side of the mall, and we can go down into the other mall. So it's kind of one big connected building like that. And then in here is a little hidden area. There's some story in there. I'll let you guys discover that for yourselves when the map releases. And in here, unfortunately, there are no zombies. Oh, the zombies didn't spawn. That's too bad. Maybe I'll visit it again near the end. This is one of the places, actually I think this is the only place in this map so far where we can actually run into my custom, what are they? Starlinked PMCs. Private military contractors. They're kind of like soldiers for hire, mercenaries that are hired by the Starlinked corporation. Umbrella Corporation, which is what you can see here. This is the Starlinked emblem. Anyways, this is their recruitment office, and is where you can find some of them. If you can kill those zombies, they're not too hard to kill, but the armor that they wear is actually a little bit durable, so headshots. If you kill them, they drop some of the better loot in the game, and they have a chance of dropping, like a very small, like 1% chance of dropping something like a Hell's Fury, really big guns. You can't find them very often, and there's a very small chance of actually getting that, but there is a way to get some very high-end loot. Oh, and here's a way out onto the balcony, which is a custom-made balcony. I just made this myself because the front of the mall I found to be a little bit lacking in personality. And down here I actually wanted to fill up the fountain and have it kind of leaking, but the water volumes are only squares, so I could probably do that with like a whole bunch of water volumes all rotated around the center point until I completely form the circle. But if I did that, I'm afraid that it would lag or there'd be some issues with all the overlapping stuff, so I didn't do that. I'm a little bit scared too. Here's another library. Nice. And that shop is completely closed. I don't think there's any way into that one, no. Ah, here's another hardware store. This is kind of the floor that I wanted in the other hardware store. As you can see, it adds a little bit of flavor to it and makes it just kind of stand out a little bit from the rest of these areas. And over here, yeah, I also have that floor in here. Oh, that's where all those zombie grunts are coming from. They're in this boarded up room that I'm not going to show you yet. Oh well, so they're in there. Then we have a little mechanic, or not a mechanic, a janitor room in here. It's actually a very, very big janitor room. But there was no janitor closet, so I had to make do with what I had. Some nice newspaper stands over there. You can break the newspaper out of if you so please. Alright, and that's a quick tour of the mall. Up one side and out the other side. It's one of the areas I'm probably a little bit more proud of. I'd like to go back in and kind of fill out some detail in some of those less detailed rooms, but it does have still just like a painstaking amount of detail on it. I think it took me something like 5 or 6 hours to actually detail all of this correctly. Split between a couple of days too, because I think I was like 3 hours in and it was really late, so I had to stop and start again later. Now, which of these cars has the most gasoline in it? 19%, 17%. Alright, hatchback, it's up to you. Alright, so next I guess we'll come down here and check out this suburb area. Yep, I think that's next on the list. Or, I guess, cul-de-sac area? I'm not sure exactly what that's described. The homeowner's area. Oh, is this an actual drivable bus? Oh yeah, this is an actual drivable bus. Alright, let's take that. I thought it was just decoration, one of the broken ones, but no, this one's actually drivable. I'm driving down the road here, back past the plane crash mall again. There's the rich guys on the hill. And this is the way into the suburbs, or the housing area, housing district. I'm just going to call it the housing district. You can just drive through the streets. I'll give a tour of like one of the houses, but once you've seen one of them right now, you've seen it all because they're all duplicated from one. Later on, I'll go in and actually customize all of the interiors to make them unique. But yeah, so here we have this, just the basic detailing of these houses. Do have stuff in them. I don't think they have any loot spawns yet. Haven't gotten to that part yet. They do have vehicle spawns, as you can see. This has more gas, so I'll take this. I'll just kind of go for a nice drive. Oh, this is things out of control. Nice drive through the housing area so you can get an idea for what it feels like. I probably don't have to be talking all the time. I'm used to cutting the videos and only turning them on when I want to talk now. The nice little cul-de-sac area. This one was actually fairly hard to make properly, or to plan out. There we have a nice little roundabout. You can go through there. Again, those houses are just kind of copies of the one you've already seen, so nothing new to see inside of them. Then up here onto the hill, we get to kind of the rich area where all the big mansions are. And I guess I can walk through one of these. This is a different house. So here we go. Oh, I love that mountain so much. That makes me so happy. Alright, in here, got some chandeliers. It's still a little bit blank. Again, I want to come in here and do a second pass. Missing power, so you can actually power a chandelier. Cool, I never knew that. Back door. That's where their driveway comes to, so they can go through the driveway and walk in their back door here. Kitchen looks like, or is this? No, this is the bathroom. There's just no shower because there's no shower model in this game. Upstairs, got some lamps. See, this is kind of like I'm rediscovering this myself because it's been so long since I actually made these. This cul-de-sac was one of the oldest areas in this map. I think I made like the very basics of Hendrix first, and then I came over here and made, or no, then I went over there and made the apartments, which I've barely touched up on since then. And then I made these, which also I like basically haven't touched since I made them near the beginning of the map. And then I kind of worked my way south. I think that's how it worked. So yeah, just multiple bedrooms, because why not? And a bathroom again. 2-bathroom, 2-bedroom apartment, not apartment, house. So it's really not a mansion, but it's bigger than the other ones. Definitely plenty of room for activities. Alright, and now we're on our way to the very top of this little hill peak, where we have a nice little lounge picnic area. As you can see here, this is actually the site for one of the airdrops too, and I do have airdrop locations scattered all throughout. I'd like to add some berries up here, and these are floating, I think, yes, so that goes in my handy dandy notebook. This is why I need bug testers. I think I might also come back and add some like deer up here or something, just lazing around, because I do want some kind of like a natural, if you want to be a hunter kind of character, I do want that to be an option. Have some of these outside. I'm not sure whether this is supposed to be, no, I don't think this is supposed to be a second overhang. I think I intentionally did that. Okay, we're good. Anyways, this is kind of the highest area for a little while. We do have the peak of that mountain not mountain, of those hills over there. But we have a nice view if I get in one of those houses of just everything over there. Alright, go for a nice lazy drive back out of this housing district and towards the apartment complex. That is our next destination. I think I already pointed that out. It's that what you can see across the road over there. Those big buildings. There we go. There's a little park to entertain the peoples, because we've all played SimCity. And there we go, out onto the main road, and here it is, the apartment complex. Again, there's not really much to see here yet. I suppose there is a bit. We have a nice park in the middle, which I'd like to actually straighten out those benches. It's a little bit awkward coming in and they're not even. So, handy dandy notebook. And this is kind of another situation like the housing district. They're all duplicated from one another. So this is the only one that's any different at all. I have the kind of barricaded bottoms here and connected by this little crate ladder thing. I'm not entirely happy with it yet, but I'm working on it. Again, this is where I was. This is where I left off. I had been coming back to here just before I started making this video and starting to detail some of these apartment buildings to make them unique and stand out from the rest of them so they're not just a bunch of clones. So we have a little bit in here, and all the rooms are the same, but that's intentional. It's like as you would expect from an apartment building like this. You can climb across the ladders here, fall through the gaps in it. I don't actually want that to happen. I'm not completely finished with them yet. I plan for eventually them to be kind of the same design as the ones that we just climbed up to the ceiling of the mall with. So that's pretty much all for the apartment complex. Gotta take a right onto the road and we'll continue down to, it looks like our next destination is going to be Starlinked manufacturing. This is a pretty difficult location. There's a lot of zombies in here. And I am pretty much out of gas, but hopefully there can be... Yeah, there's another vehicle right there. Awesome. Good timing. So in here, as you can see, there's like the logo again. Starlinked logo. This is their manufacturing district where they manufacture, amongst various things, pipes for the pipeline that they're trying to fit through on the east side of this island is the plan. And there is the whole story of this map is there's Starlinked is kind of taking a monopoly on a whole bunch of different businesses, and they're trying to set their pipelines for their own oil business and everything like that. They're manufacturing their own pipes and everything, so they're kind of almost taking over the area with monopolies. And the people don't like that very much, and they're protesting the pipelines and such, and then the zombies come out, and they kind of, the reaction time isn't as quick as it could be because people assume that it's just the rioters getting violent. And, you know, the story kind of spreads from there, but I don't want to give too much of it away, so I'll stop right there. Anyways, this is the factory. This is a pretty detailed area. And over here, I think I have the kind of corporate office. Yep, in here with the suits. I might take their fedoras off because they look too... Right now, I'm just using Mafia guys. I might, in the future, differentiate between Mafia and business people. Or, like, yeah, that's pretty much that. Because I don't want you to be mistaken. Like, that is technically a Mafia guy, but the Mafia people are not lore-wise running Starlink. That's not how it is. And now I think, yep, I'm going to get as many points into parkour as I can because we've got some nice parkour stuff coming up pretty soon. And then here in the little office, I've been killing some zombies, trying to empty it out so I can show you just what kind of detail we have. Again, this is first pass, but this is a pretty solid first pass. I might actually just leave them like this. I'm pretty happy with how this room looks. This one's kind of unique. It's all destroyed. Alright, that's good. This one's nice. It's got their logo down on the floor. Again, you can destroy the books. It's made out of books, which I'm going to have to fix in the future when I figure out how to do that new invulnerability feature. Cafeteria in here, nice. Looks good. I don't see any bugs. Nope. All looks good to me. Some nice vending machines for the peoples. Again, nice little lounge area with the logo emblazoned on the wall, or however you say that. So pretty cool. Storage area in here. I think I based the basic layout of this building off of the layout of the one in Russia. That tank manufacturing facility has its own little office building. This one's pretty similar to that, since I think it uses the same building. So I did a lot of similar stuff. We get custom semi-trucks. This is the first time we've seen my custom semi-truck that I made. Oh, it's basically just a police van with an upside-down train car on the back with a custom crate, or it could be any crate, but in this case it's the custom Starlinked crates on the back of it, And that's pretty much what it is. And then I have the little toot horn as well. So I'm pretty proud of those, even though they're a little bit derpy. Now, a bunch of zombies in these crates are now getting angry at me. Get out here and face me like a zombert. Or don't. Yeah, okay. I would actually rather just leave them there. Alright, I'm almost to the parkour area. Just need to kill a couple more zombies first. Wow, this is already like, I'm 35 minutes in and I'm not even halfway covered with the map. Maybe it's a little bit bigger than I thought. Maybe I could have done this a little while ago. Okay, right up here, we have my parkour area. You can actually get to the roof of the area. Oh, by the way, fun little trick for those of you wondering. There's a lot of objects that do not have collision in this game. Like this was one of them. I needed a little bit of boost so someone could jump up here. But this object did not have collision. So what I had to do was resize a crate object. Can I see any? Like one of those crate objects. Resize it, because you can resize it any size you want. Made it really tiny and actually put little crates inside of here. So that is where the collision is coming from. Is actually tiny little crates that exist within this structure. What? You don't believe me? Alright, here we are. Also, there's no collision on the edges of these bars. Oh, please have collision. Yes, okay, awesome. These bars, by default, don't have collision. I put crates inside of all of this stuff to actually make it so that you can run around on the roofs of these buildings. So this is kind of all custom. And, oh, nice little hanging crate over there. There's the parking lot. All kinds of zomberts over there. I only have a shotgun. I still haven't found any other weapons yet. That's a little bit scary. You can easily miss that and fall down. I've done it numerous times. I'm actually pretty proud that I made that first try. There's a little inner area. I can't hit him with a shotgun from here. Damn you all. Then we can run up here. And this area from here on is a little bit less detailed because I haven't flushed it out yet. But I do have just the basic plan. And you can go up here, and I have a plan to like make it so you can climb up there in case you want to build a base up there or something like that. You have just a parkour entrance, which is pretty neat. I don't have any ladders or anything up here yet. I think I might actually make the way up parkour, or I might just leave it like this, and if you want to get up to the rest of the way, you can like build your fort here and build some ladders and climb up there, whatever you want. But anyways, that was the idea kind of behind this. And we have a little safe descent area that I've conveniently placed here. There we go, beautiful. As we can see here, this is where they're manufacturing the pipes for their pipeline. So I did put a little bit of thought into what they were making here. I do love shotguns, especially when I have a lot of ammo for them. I've never actually used the shotgun much in this game because I can never find enough shells for it. So this is kind of a nice little treat, being able to actually shoot zombies with shotguns for a change. This is a nice little trick that right, I forgot about these. I have little custom wires. I forgot about that. I'm just so used to seeing it running through here now. But yeah, custom wires, they come from these boxes. They can run through. I think this one's running to the machine. Yep, I have another one over there that runs to a light. I can show you in a little bit. Anyways, that's not what I was actually running over here for. It's that this is a nice little trick that I like to use all over the place, is that if you put some debris near a wall, it gives you a nice excuse to make these uneven. So you can kind of see they're tilting on the debris like that. I have them on the crates over there. It just adds a lot of, I think, interest to the detail in this place. Rather than having just like some crates flat on the ground, which is just boring, you can have them kind of crooked and tilted all over the place, and it makes it look more interesting. Get through here, clear up the rest of the zombies. I would like to get as much experience as possible so that I can more conveniently run. If I can get this into my cardio and exercise. There we go. I want to max those out so I can basically run forever. I'm like the Flash. Unfortunately, I'm running out of shotgun ammo, which is sad. But can I? Ooh, come on. I want to get a triple kill. No, stay. How many I get? Double kill. Okay, come on. Damn, I can only get a double kill. Oh well, I tried. Pew, pew, pew. And there's the shipping crates where they're shipping their pipes to the oil field. Or I guess not to the oil field, but to the pipeline construction area, which I haven't actually created yet. That's I'm planning to put that right over somewhere around here on this coast, and then over here there will be a flooded city. That's where the vast majority of the pipeline riots were. Okay, I think that pretty much sums up the manufacturing area. I haven't checked the police stations yet. Maybe they'll find some new guns in here. I think am I completely out of ammo now? Yes, I'm completely out of ammo. So hopefully we can find some new guns soon, because some of these areas coming up are just absolute hell. Very difficult areas. I think that's all there is to see. So, oh, there's also this. I just wanted to add a little bit of detail. Like, you see these broken fences all over the place. Got to find a way to make it different somehow. So I had like one of the pipes fall off. I know it's a little bit bigger than the other pipes, but still, I needed it to be bigger in order to function properly. You can, like, instead of going through that, you kind of climb through the pipe and into the thing. I thought that was pretty neat. Over there is the unfinished but started trailer park, which we'll check out later. That's on the other side of the road, which, ooh, I've gotten pretty far off track here. Yeah, that's a fairly big manufacturing area. I got to get back there to this road. Although you can kind of, yeah, you can see the next area here. That is Vittorio Estate, which is kind of the home to the mafia in this area. It does look nice. I love how these lakes turned out. I put like the bushes and some berry bushes and stuff. Oh, there's a berry. Yeah, there are berries in here. Some nice bushes all around. I think putting the bushes around these lakes really made it just look 100 times better. A little bit of reeds sticking up through the grass there, or through the water there. I love the color of the water. I'm really happy with how these lakes turned out. So you can kind of sneak through here and ambush somebody in the lake if you want to. Really neat. Aha, here we go. Okay, Vittoria Manor. There are a few ways into this place. You can technically go around there, kind of almost swim into it. But I'm just going to go in through the front door, because why not? Oh, over there also is the cave. That's not very finished yet. Maybe I'll go and check that out after this place. Yeah, that's the cave. That is where the zombie outbreak originated, but it's not complete at the moment. I do have a nice little interior structure, but there's no, like, the dead zone isn't set up or anything. I think I'm going to make an underground dead zone there. Again, I really wish there was like a reverse water volume, because right now in the editor there's a way to put water wherever you want. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Originally, you set the water level with a slider. So like that water you see there and the river and everything, it's all been set with a slider. You can also, in the dev kit, place water volumes, which is basically fills a square area with water. There is no way, however, to remove the water that is placed with the default water level. So if I want to go underground, which I think I do eventually, I think what I'm going to have to do is completely remove the default water level and replace it with water volumes. And that's kind of a daunting task that I'm not quite sure I'm ready to undertake yet. But anyways, that's enough talking in there. Welcome to Vittorio Manor. This is the entrance. It's obviously, as you can see, it's kind of based off of the structure of the mafia place in Russia, but I tried to do a little bit more with it, or at least something a little bit different with it, since I didn't want to be outshone by the official map. Yep, here's the maze. Can I climb? Yes, unfortunately you can climb these. I don't know how to fix that and make it so it's not climbable. I might know how to fix that. Now that I mentioned that, I think it might have just came to mind. I might be able to kind of extend these further below ground and make it steeper. Yeah, I'm going to try that between, like, probably immediately after I finish this video. I'm going to try that. But anyways, that's one thing that's a bug with this area that I know about. It's just a maze, your standard kind of maze like this. Go all over the place. I happen to know the way to the center because I made it. It happens to be this way. Uh-oh, zombies everywhere. And this should be the center now. Yes. Uh-oh. Little occult area here. Again, there's a little bit of story going on, which I don't have the notes placed in the level right now, so you can't actually read it. It has something to do with justice. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, back out of the maze now. We can start heading towards the manor in earnest. And these zombies like to hide in the bushes at the side, so can't be too careless or they'll sneak up behind you. I'm on easy right now, so you don't have the invisible guys, but I have been eaten by invisible zombies when I tried to run past and forgot about them in my own map before. Embarrassing but true. Yep, calling card mags. These guys drop mafia loot, as you might expect. You just kill all of the guys in this plaza really quick, and I'll turn the video back on. Nice little fountain in the center here, surrounded by decorative stones, and this is the garage, which is more detailed than I remember making it. Maybe it's because the loot is... Yes! Portable gas can, that's what I needed. So, don't mind if I just start taking all the fuel out of these cars. Might have to put it back in eventually, but oh well. Actually, I think I'm going to move the rest of the way through this on foot, because the rest of this is pretty closely packed. I got to check out the cave over here, give you guys a look at that. There's nothing really on this hill to show at the moment, but I might run up just so you can see it. Next is this area, which is kind of a... It's kind of a redneck home out in the middle of nowhere. They got a shooting range and everything. It's pretty cool. And then the swamp. The swamp is really neat. The swamp, I think, is my... Ooh, it's a close. The mall is one of my favorite areas in the map so far. The swamp is another of my areas. And then we have Seaside Amphitheater, which is like a completely custom-made, massive building that I'm pretty proud of as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of... It sounds... Oh, man. There's a lot of cool areas in the map. I think it's safe to say. Even if it does sound a little bit like bragging. I don't mean to brag. I just think there are some pretty neat areas. Pretty basic detailing in this house. I'd like to do some more with it in the future. Ah, a gun. Excellent. I really needed that. All kinds of calling card mags, but none of them have actually dropped a calling card yet. An ace clip. I mean, do I have an ace? I might have an ace. I do have an ace. So, get out of here. I have all kinds of ranger mags. Which would be great if I got the calling card. And I can definitely drop those. Alright, cut out the inventory management. Don't need to record inventory management on tour stream. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm going to save all my bullets because there are some mega zombies that I might need to face if they spawn. And I'm going to need actual, like, ammo for that. Unless I want to cheat and just spawn myself a gun. Which hopefully I won't need to do. There we go. Ooh, yes! Oh, perfect drop. That is exactly what I needed. Calling card right now. I have tons of ammo. Stop opening inventory, you. They're going to start... these guys are fairly commonly... They drop calling card ammo. So this is a pretty good place to come if you want guns. One of the more reliable drop locations in the map so far, I think. Tuxedo. Sure, why not? Alright, that's pretty much covers the front of the manor, I think. So let's head around the back here. Nice little stone path next to the lake. So the nice view. And then around here, fuel tank. Excellent. Let me just fill up my gas canister. Ooh, it's already full. Damn, I need more gas canisters. Anyways, here's a helipad. No helicopters here this time. And I think you can salvage these. Yeah, you can salvage these. Awesome. That's actually intentional. I wanted you to be able to come here and get some lights if you need them. Plus, they were nice and they're appropriate decoration for the area. Anyways, this is the nice little helipad. I think there's a chance of... I forget the name of the helicopter. That black one, the little one, it's not the military one, it's not the police one, it's the other one. That helicopter has a chance of spawning here. I think it's like a hummingbird or something like that is what it's called. Anyways, yeah, got the helipad here. And then if we go a little bit further, the berry fields. Obviously, the mafia would be growing drugs. Anyways, I have these nice and put out on fences and stuff. I think that looks neat. Could be fun to fight through as well. So I do like that. There's another one over here. If we go around this lake, there are pretty much berries all around this lake. Yep, here we go. Behind the shed. Another little berry field. You can hide behind the bushes if you want. Ambush people here. And then that, I think over there is the next place that we're going after the cave. So unfortunately I need to go for a little jog to get to the cave. So pausing the video really quick. Uh-oh, the sun's setting. That actually might be perfect timing, because I'm about to get into the spooky part of the world very shortly. Oh, was I recording the whole time? I don't remember. Okay, timeout. I don't know whether I was recording or not. I just pressed the record button again, and I don't know whether I disabled or enabled it. Anyways, I'm just going to repeat what I said. Hopefully, I'm not repeating myself on camera. If I am, sorry. Anyways, this is, we're coming up on the mine here. This is the dead zone area. Some of the military buildings over there, but that's just placeholders. I think this might be a Starlinked PMC spawn zone. This is where the dead zone is going to be underground, somewhere around here. Haven't decided on the exact location yet. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I said. Yeah, this is where they're mining the raw materials, the metals, in order to make their pipes at the manufacturing plant. Yep, anyways, this is kind of a big empty area right now. You can go to the back and then come up here, and there's kind of a loop around. You can go through the little rock bridge here, and then in the back, this is where it ends at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing with the layout yet. This is actually one of the areas that I completed like a year ago as well. And it's really weird. I feel like the areas I've done more recently are just way better than the areas I did like a year ago, which is just strange because I haven't done any map making in the meantime, so I don't know why I seem to have gotten better. But yeah, Hendrix, this town, the base layout was one of the was done like a year ago. I added the school recently, which is kind of okay. But yeah, I did all this parking work recently. I overhauled all the parking lots this year. Like all those you can see on the map, they're kind of surrounded by sidewalks and everything now. I did that. The sidewalks are actually made of filing cabinets, 2 filing cabinets next to each other turned in on themselves so that you can only see kind of the square of the metalish color. So that kind of simulates concrete and sidewalks. That's what I'm doing. I did the mall recently, which I think is one of my favorites. These housing districts and the apartments were from a year ago. I did a church over here, which we'll see soon. That was this year. This, what do you call it? I keep forgetting what this thing is called. The trailer parks. The trailer parks were this year. Starlinked manufacturing this year recently. The cave was last year. The Vittorio estate was this year. The swamps was this year. Everything in this area between the roads was this year. You know, the boardwalk was this year. This island was last year, but I still think that's pretty cool. I haven't completed it yet, though. I got the hangout on the beach here. Oh, by the way, I took an oceanography class. It was pretty cool because I actually got to apply some of the concepts from like my oceanography class to this map as I was designing the river, even though I probably didn't do it very well. But this is, I forget what they call these, but you put them up to kind of stop as waves come in this direction, and they kind of push sand down the beach, up and down in a zigzagging pattern towards here. So people build these things, I forget what they're called, I should know what they're called, but it's just not coming to my mind right now, like this, to block the sand and kind of make a big beachhead right there, so that you can hang out on it, and you can have a lot of area to sell your beach hangout to other people. So yeah, I got to add one of those things in, and as you can see, it actually like nobody's gonna appreciate this but me, because I'm a nerd. But it's actually like the beach gets bigger and bigger towards it, and then after this is in the way, it's you get a little beach deprivation there, so that's pretty neat. And then over here, in river areas, we have stuff like I have big beach bars because you see the way a river works is the water flows down here, and the momentum just doesn't change instantly. The momentum flows into here and it cuts into the rock, so as a consequence the beaches on this side are very small, but it also kind of deposits sediments over here on this side of the beach. So as it goes around here, the beach here gets smaller and the beach here gets bigger, so I tried to implement that a little bit. Anyways, yeah, everything down here was this year. Basically all I had completed before I started the project was most of the town of Hendrix here, not including the school, and these housing parts. I think that was pretty much it. Oh, and the cave and the lighthouse. Anyways, I've gone ahead and cheated to bring the sun back up a little bit here, because it's not much fun showing off a map in the dark so no one can see it. Oh, again, I'm not sure whether I was recording or not. I guess what I said wasn't really important anyway, so... Anyways, back here at Vittoria Manor, where we were before our detour. Pick some berries, why not? We'll make our way. Let me bring the light up a little bit again. Time 2000. That works. It'll set as we get towards the spooky, scary swamp. As one thing I tried to do here was kind of make a gradual change. I did initially randomly generate all these trees and cover all the wilderness for like this area. This is all randomly generated. For this area, I've removed most of the trees and done it myself, because I want it to be kind of pines over here and then slowly shift to a more kind of maple birch area on this side. That just kind of suits the theme of the map pretty well, I think. So I've done most of this nature myself by hand. Not this tree, though. This tree was randomly generated, and I need to get rid of it. Yeah, see, this is actually spawning in the runway for this plane. There's a sandpiper over here. This is... It's unmarked. I don't know whether I eventually want to give it a name or not. I might, because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, this is just kind of the redneck dwelling. As you can see, here's the shooting range. I'm pretty sure I have American flags somewhere around here, as per required. Ooh, there's the chimney. Up in front here, yep, here we go, American flag, yay! There are a lot of people here. Anyways, you can get camp loot, so if you're looking for maps, this is a great place to come. Kill these zombies off screen, probably. Anyways, as you can see in the background as I murder this zombie and bash his face in, this is the kind of the border of the swamp. And if we get into here, things start to get very congested and scary, and you can't see much, and zombies actually spawn all throughout this area. So there is a little bit of wilderness and zombie spawn in there, where normally I really wanted to do that, and do like a custom wilderness area in particular, because in a lot of Unturned maps I see zombies just kind of spawn in little city areas like we've seen so far. Zombies spawning around this building, zombies spawning around the estate. Oh man, I just ate, so I'm getting kind of a stomach stuff. Yeah, zombies spawning around just areas of populations, and then there's nobody in the wilderness. So I kind of want to merge the wilderness and do like a custom wilderness and make the wilderness really cool and fun in this map. So that's one of my goals. This is coming up one of my first major attempts at like a wilderness area. But first, let's finish exploring this place, which is what we had gotten into. This is the redneck hut, and he's got wood cutting stuff here. My kind of story for this was they get by however means they need. Around here they kind of repair machinery, tractors and stuff like that, and sell it, make some money on the side. And then over here they do wood cutting, go down and take down some trees and cut them up and sell the lumber. So they have all kinds of ways that they just kind of get by. Nice array of saw blades on the wall here. This is another one of the newer areas that I made. So this is this year. This is I should be splitting these into like last year level detail and this year level. I think what it might have been was like last year I was just kind of making it for fun for myself, and then this year when I came back to it, I'm like, okay, I really want to release this. So I started putting actual like detail in it so I wouldn't be embarrassed. Clearly they like to surf as well. Pick up all the chocolate bars. All your chocolate bars are now belong to me. I can actually refuel the sandpiper. That's something I can do, because there's sandpiper here. We got a fuel tank over here. Perfect. This should fill it up. Yes, it's full now. I'm going to fill up my gas can. I'm not going to fly around yet. Not yet. Let me just set the time to a little bit earlier again. Time 2200 should be good. Yep, that should be fine. Because I do want it a little bit low so you get this nice detail. Oh man, I love it. I love how it rises. The sun rises behind that lighthouse island, so you get a nice view of sunrise, and then it sets behind Thor's hand over here. It's just amazing. It's the perfect sunrise and sunlight locations, and it's kind of coincidental. I did adjust it a little bit so that it would be good, but just the fact that I had these two areas to have the sunrise and sunset behind was just perfect. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to fly around yet because I want to explore this area on foot first. Got some nice race cars over here. Clearly he's... Whoa, hello there. He's a... he's a car guy. There's actually a lot of them, but I just kind of had it designed under the premise of like one guy living here on his own. But ultimately, yeah, there's a lot of people here, which is just, you know, for gameplay purposes. Now let's make our way into the swamp here. As you can see, there's a little bit of fog, a little bit of mist down on this area. Slight performance drop. Now it's back up again. Okay, I think that just had something to do. I'm pretty sure it's just the game that's lagging, not the map, since I have explored these areas a lot before. I've explored the forest area here, and here we are. This is definitely the swamp, and I can wander out into one of the water areas. That's just kind of the path, the land path in the middle. And in here, I've done it now. Yeah, I hear them all coming. Run. Let's run out into the open here. Hopefully we can get them out here. Okay, they don't see me. Fortunately, the game is on easy mode and they don't see me. Oh, that's why the swamp is so scary, because you can't see the zombies a lot of the times until they're like right on top of you, and you can't actually crouch or sneak in the water. Anyways, what I was going to say before is these is kind of like, this is the vines, and I don't think I've seen anyone else use vines like this before. They might have, but I haven't seen it. Like, put them on top of the water in the swamps. If you look at some swamp images on Google, you'll see like a lot of times it's covered in green. That's kind of like what I'm trying to simulate here with this stuff, where you put the vines, and they actually, if you just stand here and watch really closely for a second here, you'll see that they sway, which is just perfect. Like, for vines hanging on buildings, I never understood why they swayed. It didn't look right to me, but in the water, it's perfect. They're like swaying in the water and everything as it, oh, it's so nice. Anyways, I'm really happy with how the water turned out. Let's make it daytime. Time 2000 should be good, just so that we can actually see some of this stuff. Yep. Zombies everywhere. I'm going to try and avoid them as much as possible, just to kind of show you the key details of the swamp and get out of here before I get lost. Ooh, there's a little glimpse of the amphitheater you can see in the background there through the trees. Whoa! And as you can see, zombies just everywhere. Everywhere. And they'll be in the bushes sneaking up on us. I think there should be a cave somewhere around here. One thing I really tried to do while making the swamp was to make myself lost in it, because I want people to be lost when they go into the swamp. Like, not be able to see anything, not know where they are. That's the effect I was going for. So, and I figured if I could make my... Oh, I think that's the cave up there. Yeah, I can see it. Let me go around this way to get to it, though. Actually, no, we'll just go this way. Why not? I figured if I could make myself lost in my own map, then the effect would be really good on other people playing the map. So that was my goal, was to make myself lost. And I've kind of succeeded. I do know the general locations of where everything is and the direction to go, but I'm still surprised by all the zombies when I see them. And I do get lost and turned around quite often. Now, there might be bears around here, so be careful. There's some zombies. I do have... Here's the cave. Bears actually spawn in this cave, but they don't stay here. The bears wander around the navigation zone, so they could be anywhere. I'm not sure where they are right now. So they do actually go out and hunt. I'm not sure whether they ever come back to their cave or not. I suppose they potentially could. Yeah, this is... Ooh, nice raised... I hear zombies growling. Raised to the trees. I think you can climb some of these rocks and kind of get it. Ooh, there it is. Alright, military spawns. I think I'm at the location I want to be at. There is a... If I look on the map, you can't see it on the satellite very well because it's overgrown, but if we go to the chart... Yeah, there it is. I'm already zoomed in as I can. My name's kind of covering, but you can see kind of a little outline of a crashed plane there. That is a pretty high-level loot spawn. And it's pretty... Ooh, yep, there's a mega zombie there. So unfortunately, a mega zombie has spawned on this occasion. I'm going to have to use guns to take it out. Gonna have to use guns to take out mega zombies. And when I use guns in the swamp, bad things happen. But I'm just going to go for it and see how we fare. Hopefully I don't die on easy mode. That would be embarrassing. Peacemaker, cool. Anyways, this is a military loot spawn. There's actually some special loot spawns with some super high-end gear. But you have to take out this guy if you want to get it. Oh, nope. Stay away. Oh, nice. Alright, easy mode. They go down fairly quickly, unfortunately now. Ah, nice. And easy mode, they've already lost track of me. So that went very well. That went far better than it might have gone on normal mode. And don't see nearly as many zombies pouring out of the bushes as I normally do when I fire guns in here. So let's just... Alright, let's kind of lure them one by one. And then take a look at what kind of loot that mega zombie dropped. Ooh, he dropped a grizzly. That's... Ooh, and military night vision. Sweet! Alright, and we got a cross scope. Military... Ooh, whoa. Okay. Oh, whoa, what was that? He sees something. Maybe he's trying to eat one of the bears? That's possible. I don't know whether zombies fight bears in this. Military muzzle. Okay, now let's try and put those on one of my guns and see what we can do. Alright, so sadly I can't use the muzzle on this. That's a military muzzle, so I can't use it on the Russian weapons. But I can use the sight. So that's nice. Anyways, let's make our way to this actually crashed airplane area now that we've killed the mega zombie, and there might be some... Oop, there's a military knife. That's better than what I have. Yes, indeed. Now, one thing to note is that the loot in these areas is going to be better than what you'll probably find normally playing the map. Obviously, because it's on easy mode, all the loot is just cranked up. You have a higher chance, I think, of getting the rare stuff. And you get more of it when you do get it. So I won't be quite as loaded going through the map as I am this time. Just something to keep in mind. Maybe I have tested it on medium mode, and I think the loot spawns are fairly decent and balanced. Oh yeah, and here's the plane. You can just kind of see the outline. Let me make it daytime again. Let's make it 1500, just because the sun is setting very quickly. Yeah, here's the plane. It's completely overgrown and hard to see. That's a rock. Here it is. Here's the front windows, the windshield, I guess. I don't know if it's called a windshield on a plane or not. Oh, and there's Thor's hand in the background again. Oh, I love just having that mountain that you can actually climb that's just in the background. It almost feels like the throat of the world in Skyrim, where you can just see it from everywhere. And then it's even better, I think, than the throat of the world in Skyrim, because the throat of the world doesn't really stand out as much, whereas this one is just by far the highest mountain. It's just great. I love it. Alright, so anyways, yeah, that's the military area. Actually, I didn't find all that much sweet loot this time around, but you can potentially find some really nice stuff here. It's like there's a spawns table. How I did the spawn sets in this map by default is I took the spawn tables, the item spawn tables from Washington, and imported them. And there's a special spawn table. It's just called like military special or something like that. And it's got all of the biggest guns and all the biggest ammo and stuff like that in it. And I did put a couple of those in there. So that's a place you can find whatever they're called, Dragon Fangs, I think Hell's Fury, all the massive guns like that. And there's mega zombies guarding it, so that's nice. And we've made it through the swamp. Look at that. We're out the other side. Okay, well, there's a lot more to that swamp. I think I just took one meandering path through it. It's a little bit wide. I think I went, where did I go? I went down, okay, this is the hut. So I went down here a little bit, and then through there, and then through there to the cave, and then up to the crashed airplane here, and then out. But there's so I explored maybe almost half of it. I think I covered all the points of interest, though. There are some rock arches that you can climb around on. I don't think I really took a close look at those. I'll leave that maybe for you to explore later. Here's a gas station. I haven't done much yet here. I just wanted it here because I found when I was testing driving around this road to see how big the level was compared to Washington, I found that there weren't any gas stations in a long way. So this is just there to kind of remedy that. I don't think there's loot in here. I don't think there are any zombies that spawn in here. It's just kind of an abandoned gas station. I might board up the windows and stuff in the future. Yeah. So yeah, this place just exists to balance out the gas distribution. And then we're getting over here. Ooh, I'm going to check out that amphitheater in a moment. And this is already over an hour long. I did not expect it to take an hour to cover this map. So that's great. I'm happy that I've managed to even entertain myself by playing my own map this long. Normally, I'm not so excited by my own maps. Like if you make it... Ooh, there they are, the deer. Yes, I added some deer over here. I think there are 2 groups of them. I think they wander around this area. So this is a little hunting ground. Normally, if I make it, I already know where everything is, and the whole fun for me is discovering new things, so I normally don't enjoy playing my own maps as I enjoy making them. But it's been pretty nice so far, which is a good sign for me. Alright. Oh, there they go. I think they're trying to go. They can't quite decide. Alright, I gotta save my ammo because there's more mega zombies to fight yet. Anyways, yeah, this is a little lake area. Just a little wilderness spot where you can hunt some deer. Decided to add this area as kind of a reprieve from the swamp. So you're in hell over there in the swamp, and then you can come across here and just be nice and relaxed and hunt some deer. Alright, we're getting up towards the boardwalk now. I still have one detour. Ooh, there's the bear. Alright, that's one of the bears. They normally stick together. Yeah, the bears have moved onto the beach, it looks like. That's so cool. That I placed them in the cave, but they'll run around because the actual... Let me just hide really quick before they see me and eat my face. It's actually kind of an accident. This whole area, the way the editor works is you have to create little boxes where the zombies can move, and they can't move outside those boxes. And you can't have those boxes intersect, or else you'll have like zombies popping in and out of existence right in front of the player, and it just gets really awkward. So you don't want them overlapping one another. And the way that this is angled, I wanted zombies all over the swamp, but it was like intersecting with other things, so I had to make it really big. I couldn't turn it on its side to fit the whole thing. I just had to make a big square that kind of covers this whole area. And that actually turned out really cool because you never know where you're going to find these bears. They'll wander throughout the entire navigation area and hunt around. So you can find them in places like this. You can find them in the swamp. You can find them probably near the deer. They might even try and go and kill the deer. I'm not sure. It's just super cool to find these bears wandering around. Just adds like a little like element of surprise randomization in there. It's like, oh, here's the bears. Anyways, before I go to the amphitheater over there, I want to move down the beach a little bit. Ah, yes, nice. There's a jet ski that I can ride. This is not even detailed at all yet, by the way. I have not started on that yet. Let's head down here. There's nothing really on this island worth exploring, so I probably won't even go on. It's just like what you're seeing here is the best that it gets so far. I do have a little bit of trash on the coasts and a little fishing area. And then over here, oh, there's a nice little, if I can get off there really quick, nice little area down here that I think looks pretty neat that I'm going to do something with in the future. But ultimately, there's not much there yet. What I really wanted to come down here is to see is the turtle umbrella place. I don't know what that's called, but it's the turtle hangout, I'm going to say, just because I accidentally arranged a couple of umbrellas in a way that was like blocking something, blocking field of vision. I'm like, oh, hey, wait, I can just make a whole little fort out of umbrellas, and so I did. I haven't actually completely, I think I'm going to go all the way over the top and everything, so you can hang out in here. You can even, if you're for the clever sniper, they can even go down here and kind of snipe people on the beach. Oh, hey, one of the groups of deers has made it way over there. Okay, so they do wander outside of their navigation zones. That's good to know. So yeah, they'll just wander around the wilderness. That's sweet. I love it. So we have this little romantic hideout. I mean, if you're taking someone out on a date in the map for some reason, that's probably not the best place to go on a date, but if you want to, that's like cool with me. You can go here and hang out in the nice romantic turtle hideout, turtle fort. Okay, now that all of that is out of the way, I think it's finally time to really start making our way to the boardwalk and eventually up there. Actually, I think I'm going to go straight to the amphitheater across this bridge. That's my next destination. I know I kind of like teased the structure a little bit all the way like over an hour ago in the beginning of the video because I was going to go in here, but man, I've even been cutting out. Okay, I gotta make it past the bears on the bridge. They're getting along with the zombies. The bear-zombie alliance is, oh, that's a terrifying alliance indeed. All right, we're just, oh man. All right, you know what? How much ammo do we have? Enough. We have enough ammo. Let's just go for it. Oh yeah, they're coming at, uh-oh, he's a little bit trapped. Is he running away? I think I just killed one of them and the rest of them ran away. Interesting. Interesting dynamic bear behavior here. Anyways, yeah, here's the bridge. This is actually, if I think I passed the evac point sign. That right there is an evac point sign. So yeah, this is where once, you know, the shit had clearly hit the fan and everyone was dying, this is where the military actually came in and set up an evac zone over there in the amphitheater, where it's easily defendable because there's only one bridge across. And they kind of have a natural fortress in the design of the amphitheater. So that was my kind of idea going into there. Ooh. So all these cars are backed up. We got luggage all over the streets. Everyone was trying to make it to the evac zone. I have just a ridiculously OTT car crash here, which there may or may not be a secret hidden Easter egg inside of for you to find when you play the map. So we have a little, this is the area where the military was stopping the cars. No one was allowed to go past here. But eventually the zombies overtook this whole motorcade, I guess, and pushed the fences over. And then over here was the actual military checkpoint. People had to get out of their cars and come up on foot here. And we had 3 entrances, one over here where they would check people, and then 2 on the sides, like so. I'm just going into way too much detail that no one probably cares about, but you know, it's kind of a developer diary at this point, so I can say what I want. Yeah, I like these little barbed wire simulations, but I wish you could get hurt when you run into them. You can, as it is, you can just walk all over them with no consequences. Those are supposed to be kind of like barbed wire fences. Ooh. Anyways, this is the only true military location that we have in the game right now. So if you want military loot, big guns and stuff like that, you can get calling cards, like I said, from that Mafia Manor, the Vittorio estate. But if you want American military guns, this is the place to come. Got some low-caliber civvy ammunition in here. Crashed boat, nice. I don't know why I'm not using my gun, I have so much ammo. Plus it'll draw the zombies out and so that I won't get ambushed later. Oh, this thing is one-shotting them. Oh, it's easy mode. Derp, I keep forgetting I'm on easy mode. And everything is obviously way easier. Here's their little forward communications tent, where they had a radio and everything to communicate with people in there and with the choppers and all that, on the people that were coming in and what was going on. Some nice little fortifications. You can actually get inside of one of these things and start shooting out, which I think was pretty neat. I think this would be a pretty nice PvP area. Yep, evac zone. We're heading in the right direction. A little barbecue out there. I think I'm going to add a couple more structures out here in the future. I haven't added those yet, though. And now, here we go. We finally get to enter the amphitheater. And there it is. Nice. I made this completely... This is completely a custom thing. I made them with those boulders, the same ones that I made the maze out of at the Mafia Manor. Same ones you see in the Mafia Manor in Russia. Anyways, I just took those boulders and just kind of made my own entire custom structure with them. This is probably my favorite part of this map that I've made. As you can see, it's a nice structure. I based it kind of off of old Greek and Roman Colosseum structures. Oh man, it's neat. And obviously, as you can see, it's a Huey spawn. There's another mega zombie spawned here. Oh, I just love this place. It kind of speaks for itself. I don't really need to say anything. You can kind of see everything here. Nice sunset over the mountain, or over the mountain there, and you can kind of see the god rays flowing in through the structural holes. I don't know what you call those things. What do you call these? The arches? Through the arches? Anyways, yep. Obviously, they were extracting people here. They had survivor tents all set up. You can go in here and grab some camp loot in any of these little tents. A little food tent over there, military tent over here, headquarters of this area, then another radio in here where they could contact that forward operations tent, and a medical tent here with body bags all over the place with unfortunate people who didn't make it. Yep, they're gonna know where I am now that I've done that. Medical tent, obviously you get medical supplies. They don't have nearly enough beds, so they set up some beds over here by the military tent to help them out, because they had just too many injured people. I just love this area so much. And fortunately, I have a Huey here. I am not completely adverse to flying that a little bit. Let me just go around. Actually, I don't think I need to pick off those zombies so much. Alright, let's fight the mega zombie in the amphitheater. And this whole fight, it was kind of like partially inspired by Unreal Gold, where I remember there was this one scene where you have to fight a titan and he throws rocks around and you fight him in kind of a amphitheater kind of setting. Oh, ow. Ah, he got me. Uh-oh, I might actually die. Oh, nice dodge. Can you keep it up? That's many a true nerd reference. Ghillie vest. Okay, well he dropped a bunch of stuff forged. I am apparently forged now. What is on the ground here? Military suppressor. Ooh, that could be useful. Okay, let's make it daytime again. We've already seen the nice, cool sunset lighting at this point. There we go, nice and bright. Alright, so we've seen that part. I'm going to just wander over here and give you a quick look at these tents, how I have it set up. I think this is pretty close to just the final setup, how I'm going to have it. I can't think of too many things that I want to change in here. I kind of like the wide openness of the center. So yeah, this is the amphitheater. Maybe I should run around the outside and give you a view of that, but I don't know, I'll let you do that on your own. There's not really too much of interest yet. I had to really make sure these stairs worked properly, because a lot of times when you build custom stairs, you got those stairs that are just slightly too high and you get stuck on them. So I had to painstakingly test this. My stair technology, dynamic stair technology, implemented in this level. You hit it here first. Alright, please tell me there's gas. No. I do have 25% now that I've added that, though. I'm going to go ahead and try and fly this to the next area, and hopefully I don't... Nah, it's 25%. I should be fine. Let's just go ahead and fly. Fly like an eagle. Oh, I missed a zombie. Oh, well. There we go. We get to take off from the amphitheater. Nice little cinematic effect. Nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Now we get a nice bird's eye view of this area. I'm going to stop right there. Unfortunately, I can't fly too far because my next destination is right here, the boardwalk. Hopefully I can land this thing. That would be cool. Beautiful. Nailed it! Okay. Maybe I can actually come back there later. I don't have the entire boardwalk detailed. This right here is the most detailed part of the boardwalk. So I have a little restaurant in there for anyone who might be hungry stopping by, strolling along the beach. Head in here. Nice little customized restaurant. Got some carpets on and everything. Good, I fixed that TV. It used to be I shot the TV and it would like clip through the wall, so I have fixed that, it looks like. Nice. I do like these pipes. These pipes are really fun to use. They add a lot of interest to the levels. I might want to add little end cracks on those end covers to just add that slight amount more detail. But yeah, they just add a lot of flavor to the buildings, customized flavor to the buildings, and you can kind of put them wherever you want, which I like. And then out here in the back, we got some berries. People doing drugs in the back of the building here. And that's one section of the boardwalk I have complete. This one's a work in progress, and the rest after that I haven't even started on. But before I go there, let's check out underneath, because I do have a little bit of detail here as well. Not much. I've added a couple crates and stuff over there. That's basically how the underneath is going to look when I have finished detailing it. Right now I have some rope ladders so you can climb back up from down there. Hawaii added those, I think. They're really nice, very handy. You can make ladders in places where it wouldn't be reasonable to make ladders before. And yes, here we have... I haven't quite decided what I want to do with this place yet. I'm not happy with how I have it set up. I want to make it more interesting, but I'm not sure how yet. I'm going to come up with ideas in the future. But right now we just have kind of a little covered picnic area here. I guess it's not terrible, but I do want it to be better. And then over here, I just haven't done anything yet. Those are empty buildings. I just put them there as placeholders because I want to make a couple stores there. And I think these two right next to here are going to be parking areas. So you can come down, drive down the road there. Oh, there's a crashed car on the road. And you can drive in here and park your car and then wander around on the boardwalk. I think that's my plan. Anyways, this is like a real boardwalk. It's super long. In fact, let me just spawn myself a car here. Vehicle 1. And I'll just drive down the boardwalk to show you just... I wanted to make like a real boardwalk. Not one of these shitty little, short little boardwalks. Half-assed ones that I see all over the place. It just keeps going. It goes like... Well, you can see for yourself. It's still going. The end is not even in sight yet. Not there yet. Nah, still nothing. I do have the rope ladders all the way down, by the way, so I have detailed that much at least. And I think this is the last one, yeah. And then here at the end is... This is the direction I wanted to go in anyway, so I don't regret that at all. Here is the bridge that leads over to this island, which I have not done really anything on yet. There's a lot of buildings you can see, but they're just kind of scattered around. Sometimes I like to build prefabs and reuse them in some areas. So, like if we zoom in here, I can't zoom in anymore, but you can see kind of like a gray structure there. That's actually one of the stair prefabs that I used to build this thing up. So it's like that section of it, and I would duplicate those around and kind of make the amphitheater. So I like to store those kinds of things, and then you can see next to it some windows. That's what I used for the rooftop, these things on the roof of the mall. So I make like prefabs, and I store them because I don't want to get rid of them yet until I'm sure I'm not going to need them anymore. So what I've done so far is just put them over here. When I release Alpha 1 of the map, these will be gone. They'll just be kind of in a custom prefab level that I'll have built for all of my own stuff. Alright, gone back to the beginning of the dock here. Let's take this ooh. Wait, I have a supply of gas right there that I can... No, that's too cheaty. I spawned those cars in. Using that would be cheaty. Nope, not gonna do it. There we go, as Thor's hand rises above the trees in the distance. There we go. I'll try to keep it nice and smooth, give a nice little cinematic fly over. And we can fly over the swamp, why not? We've already explored. There's the cave directly under us. And then I think I can see, yeah, there's the crashed airplane over there. And you can see some zombies in the swamp just standing around in the watery areas. That's the swamp, and there's that building that we, the redneck headquarters, for lack of a better word. And Vittoria Manor, nice little bird's eye view of that. Nice. I love those, how those bushes look from above. The berry bushes that they have planted, kind of in a pattern there. Okay, so now over here, this is the next area. You have a little curl off, and it leads. There we go. Alright, I can't unpause while flying a helicopter or I'll crash. So I had to record the whole thing. Anyways, in here we have the trailer park, which is, again, unfinished. I want to make this bigger eventually. I mean, this area of it I think is finished, but I want it to be bigger overall, like more trailers. So I'm probably going to do more in the future. Ooh, that was a saw. Oh, cool. A bunch of camp zombies here, civilian zombies. I think it's just camp and civilian zombies that you can find around here. And it looks like all of the ones that are spawning are camp. I don't see any civilian zombies this time around. I think that's just a coincidence. Anyways, yeah, I took this from some reference pictures. It's kind of a dilapidated sort of area. They're just kind of storing their stuff all over the place because they don't have any room inside to do it. So they throw hockey nets and stuff out here. Refrigerators just kind of sitting here. Not much to see here, really. I'll just run around and get you a good view of all the... Oop, there's a gun in here. I think that's actually civilian spawn. Man, my throat is going sore because I've been talking for like an hour and a half now. This has gone on way super long, way longer than I thought it would. Okay, we'll take a car here and we'll head to the next area since there's not really much to see there. That's work in progress. And we look to our right, we can see the manufacturing facility, so we're making our way back up the road. Oh, and there's that bridge we started on. Nice. I like that you can see that from a good distance. And here's the church. Kind of a barricaded church. Oh, by the way, we just got some new bushes. Like, I had put all these bushes in, and I checked the bushes to try and put more in, and I found that there was a new bush. It's a Peaks bush. So I'm guessing the name of the new map is probably going to be Peaks, considering you have like Russia bush and Hawaii bush. They've all been named after the map so far. So my prediction is that this new map that Nelson's working on right now is going to be named Peaks. But anyways, his new bushes are so much better. So much better. It's the same thing, but it's just a darker green texture, and it just makes everything 100 times better than like those bright, shiny green bushes. And what I ended up doing was replacing a whole bunch of bushes in this map, like going over for like an hour and replacing all the bushes. I didn't replace them all because I like the mixture. Like in the swamp, you might have noticed it. I didn't point it out at the time. There's like a mixture of berry bushes, Peaks bushes, and just bright green bushes, which I think ends up making for a really nice, natural looking experience. The bush variety is just huge. Bunch of people kind of stole this idea of the car barricade from the one in Russia. I think there's a little tiny spot that kind of has a mechanic shop with some cars upside down and stuff, and I thought, hey, that'd make a really good barricade for kind of a almost Walking Dead style fortress, and that's kind of what I did here. Around the church, they tried to fortify the church. Nice custom interior to the church. Wanted to do that for sure, since there's no real... This is actually, the building is a school. According to Unturned, I just kind of turned it into a church. Tried to make it as custom as possible. So yeah, here we go. This is the church. Again, just kind of a little area to discover along the side of the road. Not too much here. Maybe some gun spawns up here where the guards are standing up here and defending against the zombies who would come. So I've never actually tried. Can I fit through here with a car? Should be able to. Alright, good. Perfect. Awesome. There's the apartment complex. We're coming back into town now, and there it is. There she blows. That's the helicopter. And you know what that means. It's time to head to Thor's Hand itself. The big climax to this whole, like, hour-long... It's probably going to be like 2 hours by the time I'm finished with this, to be honest. Like, 2-hour series. We're going to climb the throat of the world. Fortunately, we got a nice fuel reserve right here, and since we picked up a gas can, we can just fill that up legitimately without cheating. Awesome. Alright, we're at 100. It's time for takeoff. Nice. I guess I'll do a little flyby over the town on my way to Thor's Hand, since I think I have plenty of gas. You can kind of see it from above, see the layout. Might give you a better idea than just walking through. There is the mall. Oh yeah, there's a little dog park back there too. I don't think I mentioned that. I needed something to fill that space. So like, what else would they have in kind of a suburban housing area? Dog park. Yeah, we needed some dog friends. I might add wild wolves in there. That's what I'm thinking about, because this game does have wolves, and I mean they're not very detailed, so they could easily be mistaken for dogs. Add some just like feral dogs in the dog park. Oh, nice view of the river, the winding river here. I like that a lot. Let's go into third person. There we go. That's the island, as the details kind of fade out of existence, but that's the area that I'm working with so far. This area that I'm coming to is like heavily work in progress. It won't be finished by the time of the first release of the map, but I really did just want to kind of set this mountain up as being semi-climbable, because I knew some people would want to climb. That's what I always want to do when I get into the level, like I want to climb the highest point. So here we are, we're kind of entering the mountain pass area at the base of Thor's Hand, and this used to be the big mountain to our right. That used to be the peak, the place with the little tent on it, fireplace. That's the as high as you could possibly go with the terrain in the default editor. But if we look up now, and it just keeps going. Can't even see the peak from here. All right, let's head down. We're gonna land. There's the start of the way up right there. We're gonna land there and just walk it. And by the way, as you can see in the background there, the landscape editor in the dev kit is way better than the one in the normal editor. Let's jump out there. You can make it kind of nice and natural almost. The noise is really nice. Like over there, I think that looks great. Because you can modify the fallout mainly is why that works. And what the fallout is if you ever use the editor, you know, or any kind of landscape editor, you know, you kind of like put the mouse over the landscape and it comes up with a circle. And there's like an inner circle and an outer circle that determines how steep basically your hill is going to be, and you can modify that however you want in the dev kit, which allows you to do some really cool stuff with the terrain, like lower it in different areas and kind of almost make landslide effects. That's how I made these mountains. It's like I started out with almost just like a sheer peak. It was just straight up and down like you can see there, all the way up to the top, and it just kind of rounded. And then I kind of flattened with a very low fall off in all these areas to make a bunch of sharp kind of landslide, simulate a landslide feature. So it started getting skinnier at the bottom. And after that, I just smoothed it all over, and that's how I came up with these. Maybe I'll do an actual like dev video showing me doing that in the future. But for now, hopefully that was a good enough description. And yeah, if we look over this way, you can see the river keeps going off the map here. You can't actually go to the end of that river. There's an invisible wall, but I was able to make a background in the dev kit as well. So it looks like the river keeps going instead of just like an end of the world. So it's almost like a skybox. Oh, there's is that the peak? I can't tell whether that's like the peak or not. It might be pretty close to it. We're just starting to see it now. Oh man, we're already way higher than the top of the map. Still climbing. We're not even getting started yet. And in here, I left this place a little bit blank because I'm thinking about making a cave in here, maybe with some bears or something like that in the future. Nice little curvy area going up the hillside, which we were able to make because of another dev kit feature, the ramp creator. Oh man, my throat is so sore from speaking for so long. Hopefully this wasn't way too long, but yeah, the ramp thing, you can basically just like click there and click up there, and it smooths out this area in the form of a ramp, and then you can just build the rocks up and start detailing it and trying to smooth it out a little bit. As you can see, it's still a little bit rough around the edges. Like I'm probably going to cover these big jagged spikes up with rocks or something in the future when I actually get around to detailing this mountain. Right now it's just bare bones climbable with the rocks around. And also, I can't get high enough in the editor yet to place rocks at the very peak. So when we get up towards the top, there will stop being cliff sides like this. Still going up and up and up. Now we can see everything. I wish I could see a little bit more detail from here, but I mean, what can you do when you're this far away? I'm pretty sure if you jump from the top of this mountain with a hang glider, you can glide all the way over to like the edge of the map. I'm pretty sure. I'll try that when I'm up. Maybe that's how we'll like conclude the video, is hang gliding down for hours. That'll like double the length of the video. It takes forever to hit the ground. I think we're almost to the top now. We're to the top of the first, yeah, there's the peak up there. We're to the top of the outside interior area. We could technically climb that one, but that's just a little sister mountain on the side. We have a little path in between two here. If we go around back, can't see it from there. There's another little winding path that I haven't detailed at all yet. So if you want to like build a fort down here or something, you can feel free. I'm not sure, there may or may not be a way to get up here from like there. I've never tried. I don't know whether that's accessible or not. It probably is. You can probably get up there fine. So there's a second way up the mountain if you want. See, this is the kind of situation I'd really like for it to be snowing up here, but I can't make that happen without there being fog everywhere and you can't see. Like, I love being able to see for miles like this. And if I added snow up here, the fog would make it so like I could only see maybe that far. So, I don't know that there's any workaround for that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work. I'm gonna keep my eye out and see what I can do. But for right now, there's probably just going to be no snow. It's probably just going to be like you can see here. Oh, I think we might be cresting. We might be going over the crest of the hill soon. That might be it. Come on. And then there's a little flat plateau area up here. Oh, yep, that's it. We've crested. We've reached the top of Thor's hand. Here it is. Oh. Now we're just miles and miles above everything in the world. I just love climbing things. Height variation in games is huge for me. That's why it was really important for me to like put mountains. I really wanted them. And as you can see down here, if you look at kind of the structure of the mountains, that's kind of my plan for this area. You can kind of clearly see the map boundary there. That's where it ends. You can't go really past there. But for all this snowy area down here, I'm thinking to build it kind of like that. And it looks so small from here, but those are actually big areas, and you can't see it. I actually have a little placeholder for a town there. And on the cliffs on the top here, bridges. I have bridges between the cliffs, so you can kind of, there's a little bit of verticality down there too. I want the mountainous region to be really, really vertical, whereas the region down there is pretty flat, so that we have a nice variation. I want a lot of, like when you travel from one end of the map to the other, I want it to feel like you actually traveled somewhere, not just like, okay, this is another farm, which is what a lot of places in this game feel like. That's one of their biggest weaknesses, I think. I can't even see mini hand down there. I think that's it. Okay, anyways, that's it for now. I'm just kind of getting distracted by all of this viewing of the landscape down below me now, because I just love to look at this stuff. Now, I think we're almost ready to end it off. I'm not going to show that stuff down there because it's not even close to done, and it's not coming until super far in the future. But there is random stuff, as I mentioned. Now then, let's see how far we can make it with a hang glider. One sec. I think this is this 1800? Give 1800. Yes, hang glider. Now we need to clear up some inventory space. We no longer need the gas. We no longer need the bullets. Don't need those either. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is happening. This may take a while. Let's see. Okay. Also, I think sprinting in midair actually does speed you up. So before I go, let's max out my cardio and exercise. Maybe that too. I don't know whether that affects running or not, but it's worth a try. Okay, now. And maybe parkour, so I can jump that little bit of extra height and get the maximum distance out of this. Now then, here we go. Whoop. There we go. Oh, you can see the whole, oh man, just the sheer cliff face down there. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad that I went through all the effort to like learning the dev kit and stuff to put this up there. Even though you can't build things on it, I think it's worth it to just have it in the level. It just makes me happy. So how far will we make it? I'm just going to probably cut off the video and get back to you when we have actually made it near to the ground. Oh, hey, look, look! It's one of the airdrops. The airdrop's coming in. Oh, man, it's even higher than we are. I was hoping, like, maybe we could run into it or something. But, no, yeah, as you can see, airdrops are functioning. Let's see where it decides to drop it. I have quite a few areas that it could choose from. It's up there in the clouds. Man, I think we might, yeah, we're pretty far already, and we're nowhere near the ground. This is nice. Where's it gonna go? We can actually watch it just like fall to the ground and disappear, because I think the airdrop has unlimited distance, view distance. You can see it from anywhere. It hasn't dropped. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, where's that going? What's it above? I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he's decided to drop that. Maybe it might be going to the Vittorio estate inside the maze. There's an airdrop location in there, like at the center of the maze. That could be where it's choosing to go. Oh, by the way, all of the airdrops, of course, are on this island right now, because it's the only real place that I plan to make playable for the initial release. Maybe also the farm area and a couple of these outlying islands, but all the rest is just I plan to continue development for like a while, a really long time. I just want to get something playable out there because I'm impatient. And also for all those bug testing reasons I mentioned earlier. I can't quite see where it disappeared. It looked like it was maybe somewhere down there in that deer forest. Yeah, maybe that's where it went. Alright, we're now flying over top of Hendrix, and we are nowhere near the ground still. Like, we're still way above the official map limit, having made it this far. And there's the manufacturing plant coming into view now. This is awesome. This is slow, and maybe boring to watch, I don't know, hopefully not, but I find it amazing. That you can just jump from there and glide literally all the way to the other side of the map. And this is a massive map too. Like, if you tried to walk from here to there, it would probably take you, I'm gonna say, like 20 to 25 minutes. If you tried to walk from the other side of there to there, probably a good like 40 minutes. I might be overestimating, or yeah, overestimating that time a bit, I'm not sure, but it feels like it takes a really long time. I've tried walking before. It's not fun. So yeah, if there's anything here you want to get on top of, like those chimneys for instance, just take a hang glider and fly from Thor's hand. Apparently it works. Yeah, I don't see that crate down there. I do see some zombies. I don't see the spawn crate though. Which means it's... Ooh, is that it over there? Or is that just a tree? I'm not sure. It might be in here somewhere. Or I have another spawn location down behind the hill that it might have gone to. Which would be unfortunate, because that's probably like the one area that we can't reach. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere in Deer Pond over here. Unless it went into the swamp, but I don't think so. It didn't look like it was... it didn't look like it disappeared over there. It looked like it disappeared somewhere in this direction. We're now flying over Deer Pond, which is now my unofficial name for this place. Where are the deer? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it was here. Nice. Beautiful. Let's see what was in the loot crate, and then we'll end it off with that, I think. And oh, come on. Let us land on top of it. Let us... Oh, are you kidding me? After all that, we're like 2 inches short. That's... Oh, man. That's gonna kill me. Okay, nothing... Oh, an echo. I think an echo's like a really rare one, like a grizzly. Let's get rid of that. Let's... Oh, I can't... There's not enough space. Get rid of that. Okay, can I fit it now? Nice. I've never actually used an echo in this game before, so... let's go ahead and take that. Alright, now I'm going to shift over, to end the video off, I'm going to shift over to normal mode and try to run into the swamp guns blazing, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm back. It should be normal mode now. We'll see if my food or drink ticks down, or if there are special zombie varieties here. Alright, what do we got? Here they come. Yep, we got runners. Oh, man, he's already behind me. Okay, not a bad start. We took the first couple out. I heard another one. Oh, there they come. Oh, get out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, runner. Okay, let's move towards the center here. Oh, there he is. He's behind me. Oh, he lost sight of me. Ah, sucker. Okay, got military zombies incoming. Yep, here they come. My headphones are malfunctioning. In the middle of the swamp, fighting zombies is not the place for my headphones to be malfunctioning. Hello. Hey there, what's going on? Okay, so we got a bunch of dead military zombies. There's the plane. Hopefully there's not a mega zombie here. That would be unfortunate. No, good. No mega zombie spawn this time. Come on. Come face me. Oh, thank you. Ah! Ah! Go away. I know I told you to come here, but now go away. Okay, there we go. Alright. We're still alive. Only taking one hit so far. I'm concentrating very hard. Oh, that's not a person. Oh yeah, as you can... Okay, this is a good example now that I'm in the forest, by the way. Or the swamp. You can see that color bush and this color bush. See how they're different? I went in and merged a bunch of those new peaks bushes in with the rest to make it look more natural. Plus berries. Always with the berries. Alright, anyone else around? That can't be... Oh, holy crap. Okay, yeah, there was someone else around. Yeah, I was about to brag and everything. Get out of here. Man, they keep coming. Oh, what? Oh, he's a crawler. There's a crawler under the water. Oh, man. Okay, let's get on a rock. Yeah, I see you. Man down. Alright, we're doing pretty well so far. I was honestly expecting this to go worse. Okay, they're over there. We have to kill all the zombies. All of them need to die. No zombies can live. Alright, got him. Oh. It's closer than whoa, expecting. Oh, that wasn't a zombie. I thought that was... Is there a crawler? No, okay. I could have sworn I saw one. I'm getting paranoid now. Alright, that's good. The paranoia effect is working. I don't exactly know where I am right now. Ah, here's one of those rock arches. This is a three-way rock arch, a little rock shelter, if you will. You can stand on. Oh, there's the redneck hut, so we want to go this way. This way is back into the forest. I'm almost out of ammo, though. There are a lot of zombies here. Let's climb the rock arch. See what kind of a view we can get from up here in the bushes at the top. Okay, that's a little bit empty in that direction. There we go. I don't see anyone else. No one else hears me. I think we might have done it. I think we might have won. Alright, I'm going to keep going in this direction, and if we make it to the end without attracting any zombies, I'm going to count this a win. Oh. Oh. Oh man, how did you survive? Okay, there we go. Alright. I was kind of hoping I would die, because then I could do like the grand finale, be just me dying, which would be the perfect ending. But I've lived. No one has managed to kill me yet. The champion retains his throne. Anyways, this has been like almost 2 hours now, this video. Which was, I was expecting this to be like a 30-minute demonstration video. This lasted way longer than I thought it was. So anyways, I'm going to cut it off immediately right now. Thanks for watching. This map should be out very shortly. I'm hoping like within at least the month. Hopefully within a couple of weeks if I can do that. But I'm going to get it out as soon as possible, that alpha build. And if you're watching this, you're interested in... Unturned is free, by the way, so if you're watching this and you don't have Unturned and you want to play it, you can download Unturned for free on Steam. And it's a great game. It's completely free to play, and it's not like those other free-to-play games where it's like, okay, it's free, but it's completely full of microtransactions. It's not like that. It's actually free. There are just a couple of like cosmetic things you can buy to support Nelson, the author of the game, or the developer of the game. But anyways, yeah, so if you want to play this, you can play it. It's entirely free. It uses mainly vanilla assets with a couple of custom ones that I made that will be included with the map. So if within like a month of this video launching, hopefully... Oh, now I can die, right? Now I can die. Okay, I'm just gonna stand here and die. Yeah, I'm out of ammo anyways. Here it goes. As they slowly eat me alive. There we go. And there's that, what do you call it, the glider that took me so far. Anyways, yeah, so feel free. In fact, I would love it if you download the map and gave it a try, and when it's out, report it to the bug page. Any of the things that I've screwed up on, because I need to fix those things, and I don't have the time to check them all myself. So I will see ya. I don't know how to end videos, so bye.